Friends, yes, today we are talking about the topic the management process. This management process is another it has another name, that is the decision making process. Management process or decision making process, or we can say that the best solution. So the whenever we are saying about the management process is a consisted of the four major steps, including management process contains four major steps. Number one is the topic, or the issue, or the challenge, or the any of the topic of the management for whom we are going to manage into the business, especially the business management. All the entrepreneurship, entrepreneurship, all the entrepreneurship issues, or the topics, or the challenges which are in the management, or which are in the business. So they have to be solved, or they have to be managed by by the management process, and that contains the four major steps. number first is Number first is the issue, or the topic, or the challenge. Number first is the challenge, or the issue, or the topic. Number second, we have to gather data gathering. Number second, data gathering. We have to gather the data about the topic, or the issue, or the challenge. So number first is the topic, or the challenge, or the issue. Number second is data gathering. Number second is data gathering about the topic. Number third is making the analysis and alternatives, making the alternatives of from the data we have gathered for the management of that issue or the topic. So number first is the topic, or the issue, or the challenge. Number second is data gathering. Number third is extracting the best alternatives. Number third, the best alternatives. Number third, the alternatives. Number fourth is the best alternative from the alternatives, or the best substitute, we can say. So the management process contains the four major steps. Number first is the topic. Number second is the data gathering. Number third is making the alternatives. Number fourth is best alternatives, or the best solution. So this is the management process. So there are the various issues, various topics, various business processes whom we have to manage at the spot as well. So for example, we have the three major business areas where we have to make the decisions. Example number first, we have to choose about the we have to choose from the financing. We have to choose from the financing. So from the financing, we can consider whether we have to take the debt. We have to consider whether we have to get the bank loan, or we have to go for the IPO process. Either we have to go for the initial public offering, or the IPO process of the issuing the shares. Whether we have to take the bank loan, or whether we have to go for the issuing shares. So there are the four major steps of a management from whom we have to make the decision. So the so we have four major steps of the management process. But the selection of the main and important thing is into the management process. The selection of the best selection from the alternatives is based upon the mostly the objective. the objective or the purpose of the main objective of our uh, decision, the main objective of our decision. For example, in the into the financing system, we we have an urgent need of the we have an urgent need of the uh, amount. We have urgent need of the 5 crore. So now if we are going to, so there are the different factors for whom we have to uh, initially we have a initially the number one process, the number one step is the topic or the issue or the challenge. So here topic is to select from the debt or the from to select from the bank loan or the issuing of a shares. So this is the number one, the this is the number first step, the problem or the issue or the challenge. Number second is data gathering. So in the data gathering, we have to gather different factors like the rate of return, like the rate of return, like the timing of amount, like the cash or the credit, like the check or the financial instrument, like the underwriting process or the to go from the underwriting process or the over the counter. So this is the data gathering. Number first is we have to go for the problem or the issue or the challenge. Number second is we have to, so the number second process is data gathering about the problem, about the challenge, about the issue, about the topic, that the whether whenever we are taking the finance or the bank loan, what is the interest, what is the timing of, what is the principal, what is the principal payment and the installment on the installments, or the what about the debt settlement. So this is the data gathering is the second step about the choosing or the selection from the to detailed study about the about a question or the topic or the problem. So for that reason, the number second step is the data gathering. Number third is making alternatives from the data. Making alternatives from the data. Whenever we are gather data that the MCB has a rate of return of the 7%, and the Summit Bank has a MCB has an interest rate of the 7%, and the Summit Bank is receiving 6.6%. So the financing cost is a factor. So we have to, whenever we are making the making the alternative, that either the borrowing from the Summit Bank is better than rather than the Summit Bank or the Soneri Bank or the MCB. So we have to extract the alternative. We have to make the alternatives from from the data. And whenever we have make the alternative from the data, we have to finally we have to select the best alternative. Finally, the selection of the alternative will be based upon the main objective, whether we require amount, or whether we have an objective that the cost should be minimized, as a financing cost may be minimized, maybe minimum as minimum, at least very minimum. So it is, and number third is the timing of amount and principal. So this is very important, that we have whenever we are we have a topic, and after there is a data gathering about the topic, that what are the factors, what amount is suggested from the each bank, and interest rate. And so number first is we have a data, and after we have a data, we number first is a problem, and after the number first is the topic, and after that the data gathering. Number third is making alternatives from the data, that this has these factors we have these factors are very important. And number fourth is making the best selection, or the making the best process best decision, making the best decisions also. This is very important into the selection. The main thing is on the objective based. So this was the number one topic, the whether you are getting the debt or the equity or the finance. This is the number one topic, the financing. The topic, the financing. After that, we have a multiple topics like the cash sales or the credit sales. Whether we have to go for the cash sale or the credit sale, or whether we have to go for the internship or the employment. We have to facilitate the candidates with the internship or the employment. So there are the multiple there are the multiple strategies, and this is another this is also the management process or the strategic management process. So strategies are made and implemented through this process and now known as the management process. Now we have a today we are talking about the banking services. Basically, bank is a financial institutions which takes deposits and transfer them into the loans and the investments. Now this is the definition of the bank, but whenever we are talking about the difference between the commercial banks and the central banks, so commercial banks, they take deposits and transfer them into the loans and investments, but this is not for the central banks, because the central bank are the State Bank of Pakistan, which do not tax deposits, or which don't take deposits or convert them into the loans and investments, but they ensure the economic stability through the taxation system, through the ups and the downs into the employment and inflation. And number third is the price stability. So this is there are the three main objectives of the government, and those are the three main objectives of a government are the economic growth, the taxation. Number second is full employment. Number third is the price stability. So the commercial banks, they don't have any concern with the prices, they don't have a concern, or the practical example with the practical examples with the central bank, the functions of a central bank. By while the central bank, they have the direct relationship with the economic stability, including the taxation, full employment, and the price stability, inflation. So central bank is a bank which do not tax deposits and transfer them into the loans and the investments, but they ensure the economic stability. Now, whenever we are talking about the banking sector, so there are the different bank account, there are the banks, different banking departments, there are the advantages of the banks and the drawbacks of the banking system, digital banking system, and along with there are the functions of the State Bank of Pakistan are there. So into the whenever we are talking in the one and the least and not the last, and the general banking. So the whenever we are talking about the general banking, uh, every branch, almost every branch we see, we watch into the we watch in the areas, different areas, that are the commercial bank, that are the branches of the commercial banks, and the activities the activities performed there are known as the general banking operations, or we can say they're the general banking. We The activities that are happening in the area, in almost every area, in the branches, we say the activities, the general banking. So in the general banking, there are cashiers, there are the clearing department, there is a account opening department, there is a department for the utility bills, and other activities also there, but the main and the most important activities, there are the, on the one side there are the receipts, on the second side there are the payments. On the receipt side there are the inflows, and on the payment side there are the outflows. So there are the four types of receipts and the four types of the payments basically. So there are the there are the four types of inflows, there are the four types of outflows into the general banking in the branches. So the in the inflow side there is a four major activities, and number one is deposit, the cash deposit. Number one is a deposited the cash. Number second is number first deposit cash. Number third is number second is the check deposits. Number first cash deposit, number second activity is a check deposit. Number third is deposits into the organizational accounts. Organizational accounts, that means where there are the various government and a private organization, and they have the accounts. They have their accounts, and in the accounts they deposit their funds, and from themselves or from the other customers or the clients or the friends. So this is the number third activity. Number first is a cash deposit. Number second is a check deposit. Number third is deposits in the organizational accounts. Number fourth is the fund transfer. That means any of the person who is transferring funds through the digitalization, or through the ATM towards the accounts in that branch, any of the account of any of the customer in that branch. So this is the number four, the fund transfer. Now whenever we are these are the inflows. Whenever we are saying about the outflows, there are the four major activities of outflows. Number one is cash payment. Number second is check payment. Number third is payments through the organizational accounts. Payments number through the organization. There are the various organizations who pay their employees, pay their suppliers, and as well as of any of officers in them for themselves. So this is the number first is in the outflows. Number first is a cash payment. Number second is a check payment. Number third is payment through the organizational activities. Number fourth is the fund transfer. So the fund transfer, you can pay from your customer can customer can pay from the ATM towards any of the other branch, or any of the other customer through the ATM. So this is the fund transfer. So these are the four major activities of the deposit side, and the four major activities into the payment side. Four activities of the inflows, four activities of outflows, four activities of receipts, four activities of the payments. So whenever the at the end of the day, we make the total from both sides, and the difference from the both side, any of the difference is whether the positive or the negative. We have a vouchers of payment side and the deposit side. We have the vouchers, and the difference between both is the net deposit or the net payment of a day. So whenever we are saying about the these total is done through the operations managers and through the cashiers or the operation managers of 18 or 19 grades here. But whenever we are saying about the highest rank of the branch, and that is highest rank of the branches, and that is the highest rank is a chief operating officer. Chief operating officer, he is the top level management of the branches, top level management of a general banking. He see the general banking over the country. And whenever he make the sum, so he just like this process, and he contains he contests two regions, three regions, and the five branches or three branches in a region, Delhi. He overseen the three regions daily through their staff, through their staff, like himself, or he sought out the 30 branches from all the branches from the 700, 800, whether he go through the region at a time, or whether he go through their seniors, whenever he train them properly, and they submit their results with the chief operating officer. So this is the general banking and the banking sector. Whenever we are saying about there are the different, this is the general banking, and there are other banking departments as well. Whenever we are talking about the banking departments, every bank has their departments, like the finance department, we say, then the treasury department, finance department, marketing department, HR department, and the IT department, along with the operations. This is a general banking. And so every branch has their activities, their multiple activities. They have their investment department, agriculture department. In the investment department, the business analysts, they analyze the banking departments, the activities of the banking department, their investments into the manufacturing, trading, and the services, their trade, and other activities. So there are the different departments, like the investment department, like the microfinance department, like the finance, treasury, marketing. So these are the departments. They are working in every department. They work in where they work in themselves in the various departments. So banking department. This topic is also there. So after the banking departments, whenever we are saying about there are there are some major advantages of a bank account, including we have a we banking department provides the security, number second, they provide the loans. Number third, they help us into the number third advantage is they help us into the taxation process. Number fourth, they some of their branches, they work for the LC's, letter of credits, the letter of the credit, the order process from the for the imports and exports. So, another advantage of a banking system is maintaining the liquidity. And after that, the underwriting process is also done through the different commercial banks in issuing the IPO, or in issuing the shares through the underwriting process. Whenever we are saying about the another advantage of a banking system, they help us into the insurance activities. They give us the timely payments and a they work for the payments through the secured ways. They have the secured ways for the payments. They also help us into the e-business and e-commerce and e-business. And another advantage of this banking services is they facilitate us the free rate of return, also known as the interest. And after that, there is another advantage we have on that fingertips, then digital banking. That is also the banking service from the banking sector. And after that, they provide us the activity like the utility bills, the calculations, countings, and the business and finance is totally done through this business process. After the business and the finance, there is a international receipts and payments are done through also the banking services. Banking services, they issue the new notes, new currency, new issuance of a currency is done through this banking sector. ATM processes, ATM is a facility given by the banking sector. After that, then nowadays the school fees are also school fees, different bills, or different transactions are done through the banking system. After whenever we are saying about the number 14 14 advantage of the banking system is they have their banking regulations. Through the banking regulations, they provide us the monetary policy and other activities. So they have also the, and after the advantages of after the advantages, and in the advantages there are the issuance of a currency, the monetary policy, ensuring monetary policy, and last resort for the banks, and the balance of the payments, and the government government record of accounts is also done through the State Bank of Pakistan. So it is also the bank of the banks. It also give us the liquidity towards the different banks. So whenever we are saying about the advantages of the bank, after the advantages of bank, there are the four types of bank accounts. We are now talking about the topic the bank accounts. There are the four types of bank accounts. Initially, there is the current account. Current account, or we can say the trading account, the business account. This account is almost, and this mostly opened through for the betterment of the business community, for the special purpose, or the objective is the to run the business transactions through this process. So after the current account, the after the current account or the business account or the trading account, number second is the fixed account. Fixed account, or we can say the time deposit, the term deposit, or the fixed account. This is the number second. This is the number second, the type of the bank accounts. In the types of there are the four types of bank account. Number first is the current account. Number second is the fixed account, or the term deposit, or the time deposit. Number second. Number third is the saving account. Number third is saving account. In the saving account, almost in the saving account, almost the implies they save their implies or other customers, they save their deposits in that account. Number fourth is number fourth is the number fourth is the PLS account. PLS, the profit and the loss account, whenever they are in the need, whether the custom when the banks they have the profit, so they receive the profit from the banks. Whether when the banks has a loss, so the loss is decreased from the decrease from the customer accounts. So these are the four types of accounts. In the first is the current account for the business use. Number second is for term deposit or time deposit, or the fixed amount, that is for the fixed, that is for the for the fixed time, without when without that, after the passing that time, they are eligible for the payments. Otherwise, they are not eligible for the payments. So number first is the current account. Number second, time deposit, or the fixed account, or the time deposit. Number third is the saving account. Number fourth is a PLS account for the profit and loss account. These are the four types of bank accounts. And there are nowadays, there are the different banking products, and different banking products have their different accounts. They are opening different accounts through the banking department, through the banking account, through the bank products. And now whenever we are on the number last is the functions of State Bank of Pakistan. Functions of Central Bank of Pakistan. Here we have a study, detailed study for the. Here we have done the detailed study for the general banking and the other commercial banks. But whenever we are saying about the functions of State Bank of Pakistan. State Bank of Pakistan, they basically ensure the economic stability. They don't take deposits and transfer them into the bank, loans and investments, but they issue. There are the different functions of State Bank of Pakistan. They issue the currency. Number first, number second, they ensure the monetary policy. That means they ensure that they give us the interest rate, the rate of the interest, that on this interest rate you have to borrow. So this is the number first, the currency issuance. Number second is the ensure interest rate or the ensure monetary policy. Number second, number third is it also go for the balance of the payments. It makes the record of the government. Number third, we also known as the we also called as the balance of the payments. Number fourth, it is the last resort for the banking system, banking services. It is the last resort, because if any of the branch they default, so the State Bank of Pakistan give loan and extract it from the default system. Number fourth. Number fifth is the it is the bank of the banks. Number fifth. Number six is that it maintains the liquidity. Liquidity, that means that if there is a need for any of the branch that has a need for the payment, so it gives the liquidity. Number seventh is the it has a main important role into the financial literacy. And number last is the banking regulations. It works through the banking regulations, and after these functions, number three functions, it also ensure the employment policy, price stability, and the taxation system, economic growth. So these are also their functions. And there are a lot of functions of a State Bank of Pakistan, besides beside these advantages. So you have to study the further if you need it. If you do the further detailed study about the banking sector or the State Bank of Pakistan, you can go through through this process. Number one thing is very important into the banking general banking. You have to see only the initial cash payment, initial or the opening cash is there also. So this is the finally from the Arif Mustafa Surayo, employee of the Government of Sindh Government Arts and Commerce College, Larkana. Friends, today we are talking about the topic, the importance of HR human resources. Number second, the Asia human resources evolving role in the 21st century. The types of HR and the functions of the HR managers. So in the HR human resource process, it is a business area in which we we hire, we recruit our employees, the top level management, the middle management, and the lower level management through the process, hiring, advertisement, and the selection and the training process. So against the salaries and the compensations, we hire our human resource management into the in this evolving workforce. Basically, the human resource managers, they are selected through the recruitment process, and they their job description, and they have a job specification and a job description. In the job specification, they know that what is the criteria. On that criteria, they are being they are being recruited, and they are being hired, selected through that specific that is on that is job specification. After the job specification, there is a job description. The various HR managers, they have a job, they have a job description, they have, you have they have a roles, and they have a roles, defined roles, and described roles that you have to do these types of you have to do these tasks in your corporation. So they especially they plan, they organize, they lead, they lead, and they control their subordinate, their their tasks into the at the various level, various stages. And in the 2000, in the 21st century, the HR's is evolving role, including the importance of HR, is whenever we are seeking the trends in the workforce have changed, the trends into the technology, and the trends into the technology, and the changing history of the scientific science and the scientific areas, including the trends into the workforce, the technological processes like the re-engineering, like the ERP enterprises, resource planning. So the HR's work is changing day by day into this dynamic world, and this business environment. The role of human resource has a changed day to day. Basically, the human resources are human resources are selected through the placement and induction processes, and the orientation are being given through this in this processes, and the other activities like the internal mobility to change to change into the change into the the change into the area is and is a rotation on the job training, and the internal mobility, and the transfers, promotions, where the promotions and employees separation. These are the systems are provided and induced in a workplace. So in the areas where there is a merger and acquisition at its high processes, the downsizing, and the factors like the globalization of workplace, and the competition and the goodwill. So the demotions and the transfers and employees separations. So people are hired and people are recruited on the placed into the organization on the very effective and effective through the effective roles they are. So the HR, so the management process is inducted into the human resources management through they plan their human resources, they plan their advertisements, hirings, and the job, and through the job analysis towards the direct labor, towards their compensations are being now scheduled through the HR plannings, and the HR planning and the goals are being given. So the HR planning and the HR organization and the leading its role and control their roles through the performance appraisals into the organizations. So this is the especially the HR's evolving role in the 21st century. So functions of HR manager, they advertise, recruit, and select their employees, and train their employees in order to boost up their revenues, their units, the units produce the units of products and the services are being produced. They They plan and they manage the HR in order to increase their working hours, the technology efficient technology, and to capture the market, to capture more and more market share. There are the pricing prices in the 2000 in the 21st century, where their prices are being controlled and being seeked by the customer services. So the HR is used as a competitive advantage. HR is now they are working as to achieve their competitive advantage into the market, into the competitive advantage for the corporation and for the corporations. So it is very efficient to sustain the competitive advantage. The HR human resources, they work to seek the future of the company. The policies like the credit policies, like the direct labor compensation policies, pricing policies, in order to capture their goodwill, and the customer services are being given. So this is the very important and important aspects of these were the very important aspects of the human resource department. And the type, whenever we are seeing about the five types of HR, there are the three types of major types, including the top level management, middle management, and the lower level management, and being these are hired through the HR processes. Friends, today we are talking about the HR process. And the HR process, basically it is a process of a recruitment training and recruitment selection training, and staffing the employees in an organization. In the employment, basically in the employment, if in the employment process, initially, advertisements are attacking through the job advertisements. In the job advertisement, there are the multiple activities, or the multiple. There is a criteria. Criteria is qualification and the experience. Basically, the qualification and the experience, along with there is a job description. So now there is a change, there can be the change, this is not important in any of the in all the areas. But whenever we are saying about the HR process, HR process can be that if we are going to hire for the products like the perfumes, and like perfumes, like shampoo, like the life boy, like the Pantene Head and Shoulder, and along with other creams, and along with this thing, there is also the need for the basic grocery items. So whenever we are hiring these things. So there should be the qualification of botany, along with there should be the qualification of botany, and also the chemistry. Science is also there. So whenever we are saying about the scientific study related to the products, goods, and the services in the HR process, so we can go for the number one with the MCQs. Number second, with the number one is the essay test. Number one is a syllabus test, long term syllabus test. Number second is the MCQ test of a syllabus. Number third is interview. So this is our we can go with the two things. There is long term long term test for the syllabus, and another is the MCQs level test of the science. So these both tests are very important for the HR process to go for the perfect, to go for the clear cut for the student. And there is a very important thing is to see the health of a person. Health of a employee is very important. Health, and also the other psychological tests, and other psychological reviews. So this is the HR process basically. After that, there is a we are saying about so whenever we are saying about the recruitment of various labor and employees, recruitment of employees, recruitment selection and the training of employees. So the recruitment process contains the recruitment methods. There are the recruitment methods by which the labor are hired into the organization, including the direct advertisement. Number one is a direct advertisement. Number second is a social media recruitment. Number third is a talent pool with databases. Number fourth is the employee referrals, and number fifth is promotion and transfers. Number six is the employment exchanges. Number seven is the recruitment agencies, and along with there are other types of recruitment, including the employment agencies, advertisements, promotions, social media, through talent pool databases, internship processes, job advertisements, job fairs, professional associates, direct marketing, company websites, word of mouth, educational institutions, internal recruitment, referrals, employment exchanges, direct recruitment, transfers and postings, campus recruitment, and positioning, formal positioning and promotion of formal employees, internal and external, and outbound recruitment. So this is basically the recruitment. These are the recruitment methods and the type by which labor is a higher top level management is a high management managers are hired into the organization. So now there is another very important aspect that what is done into the recruitment process. Recruitment process is basically based upon the job description, based upon the recruitment, selection, and the training process. So into the recruitment process, there is a job. There is a initially the vacancies. After the vacancies, whenever the vacancies are identified, the different methods are there. Into the different methods are there, including the direct advertisement, direct method, social media marketing. So we have a vacancies, and after the vacancies we are what we are going to do that what is the method for the recruitment, and the job specification and the job description is told by the HR managers into the advertisement or the promotional hiring, are the employee referrals, are the employment to the employment agencies, to the promotions, are the outsourcing the HR function is there. So the testing after the vacancies and the job specific job description, there is a testing. In the testing, there is a scrutiny of applications from the many of because of lack of time in the globalization. It is very important for the people to sustain the competitive advantage of HRM. It is very important to sustain. It is very important for the organization to sustain their competitive advantage by test the implies from more to the smaller level. So from the 10,000, it is better to review the 1,000 people, because there is an ambiguity, and there is a perplexing situation whether to scrutinize the 10,000 people rather than to we cannot consolidate, or we cannot consolidate the data of 1,000 10,000 rather than the 1,000. It is very important. After the testing, there is a interviews, there is a psychological and other assessments, and on the job training or off the job training. Another kind of appointment is the another type of appointment is the internship as well, whether on the job training, whether internship, whether the job order with the job order. So it is very important. There should be the vacancies, information and assessment of a vacancies. Number one. Number second is a job analysis. Number two. Number third is number one is the environment analysis. Number second is a number second is a vacancies. Number third is a job analysis. Fourth is a testing, and number fifth is interviews. Number sixth, seventh is psychological and other assessments. Number eight is to select the employees for the job training or the job of the job by the job order or the internship. So this is the selection as well. Whenever we are saying about the selection process, so the other important aspects there can be into the because there are the multiple organizations are there. Every corporation they attend their activities, including referral checks, assessment, job offer applications, tests, decisions, and resume screening calls, personality assessment, skill tests. These are taking structured interviews and unstructured interviews, selection methods, aptitude tests, internship, job applications, phone and screening interviews, background checks. Background checking is very important, and physical examination, conducting interviews, psychometric tests, and the panel interviews and other group activities are taken into the organization in order to go for the selection process. Whenever we are saying about the training process, training into the HRM, training by the HRM, it is very important for the human resource management to train their employees by the time, and there are the various types of trainings that are very important into the for the HR department into an organization. Number one is the job training. On the job training. Number second is the coaching. Number third is the skills training. Number fourth is the soft skills training. These are not the standard training. Basically there are the various training processes into the various books. So whenever we are saying about the training process, so there is a number one is a training plan preparation, where the number one is a plan. Number second is the training needs and assessment. Training needs and assessment, that the how much there are the classes, and what is the plan, what is the subject matter, and what is the syllabus of a training. Number second is a training needs assessment. Number third is training program. We have to design the training program. Number third. Number fourth is specifying the learning objectives. What are the learning objectives from the for what we have to train the process. Number fourth. Number fifth is the training program implementation. Number fifth. In the training program implementation, we have to choose the instructional methods and training plan execution and implementations. Six is number last is training evaluation. What are we have standards, and what we have actual into the difference between the both are the controlled and the evaluated by the HR employees as a training evaluation. In another book, there was another type of training process, and that is a number one is a needs assessment. Number one is a needs assessment. Number second is a setting objectives, that these are the learning objectives of a training process. And training process example, there is a financial management, and there is a financial analysis. In the financial analysis, we have to go for the capital expenditures, or we have to go for the lecture prepare for the lectures so this is the training. This is the type of setting the objectives. And number third is designing the training program. Number fourth is the implementation of a program. Number fifth is the evaluation of a particular training process. So this is the training process which we can. And what are the types of trainings? Number one is on the job training. Number second is a job training. This is a these are the two types of training into the HRM. And number third is the internship. So this is these are the three types of internship that are the types of trainings into the HR process. So now whenever we are talking about the HRM, the procedure, policies, procedure, methods, and HR procedure and methods of HRM. What are the important aspects of HRM? What are the important? Why HRM is a very important to sustain the competitive advantage. It is very important. HRM plays a vital role into organization, including the leave policy, the discrimination policy, employment classification, employees classification, the break sessions and the meal and the break sessions, the recruitment policies and the recruitment policies, and the occupational safety and the health policies, and the remote workings, and the communication and the compensation policies, disciplinary and disciplinary and the termination of various classes, recruitment and selection, safety issues and the safety policies and issues, business expenses and the confidentiality policy, conduct policies and attendance policies, fostering a healthy work environment, purpose of a policy. And along with there is a setting and managing employees expectations, align with the organizational policies with the legalities, assess the needs of employees, and the social media policies, and the training in relevant and irrelevant skills with the training of the relevant skills with the employees. So it is very important for the HR employees to go for these processes, the leave policy, the discrimination policy, employment classification, and a meal and a break policies, periods, and the recruitment. So this is the rigorous and more important aspects of the aspects of the HRM, human resource management. There is another important topic there, that is benefits of a job analysis. Job analysis. What are the benefits of a job analysis? Or the job analysis benefits are: number one is appraisal review. In the appraisal review, number one is appraisal review. Number second is the human resource development. Number third is enhance organizational effectiveness. Number fourth is the improve work standards. Number fifth is the personal requirements. Number sixth is the job analysis. Number seventh is the evaluation the skill set. Number eighth is the job context. Number ninth is the job review and compensation. Number 10th is a better placement. So in the job analysis, benefits of a job analysis, we number one is the appraisal review. Appraisal review contains the performance over the time of the organization when he work in the when so the appraisal review, we can say the appraisal review are the appraisal, we can say the performance appraisal as well. So it is very important for the people to go for the from the performance appraisals at the time of the end of the closing of the business. It is very important to review the performance of everybody in order to see the intelligence and the performance in the organization from the various employees. So the appraisal review is very important. After that, the human resource development for the job analysis is done in order to develop your human resources in the various areas, including the promotions, transfers, and along with the training of various employees. On the job training and off the job trainings is done in order for the job analysis. and promotions are taken into the organization. And after that, after that, there is an enhanced organizational effectiveness. There is an enhanced organizational effectiveness through the job analysis. In order, whenever we are doing the analysis of a job, we are doing the job analysis, it directly depends upon the organizational efficiency and effectiveness. After that, we have to after the advantage of one of the advantage of job analysis is to improve the work standards. Standards of the work are the improved standards of the working are done through the job analysis. And the personal requirements job analysis and the evaluate the skill set and the job context and the job review and the compensation and the placement is done through the job analysis. These are the benefits of job analysis into the organization. Yes, today we are talking about the HR process. In the HR process, human resource process, we recruit, we select, we train, we develop, we staffing the staff, the labor into the organization is known as the HR process. This is the complete process by which we hire the labor, whether the top level, middle level management and the lower level management, in order to sustain our competitive advantage. Because it is very important in every organization in the time of in this global time. It is very in the time of in the duration of a globalization. It is very important for people. It is important for the businesses to get the to go for from the continue from the basic HR process by so that so that the products and the services rent so that we tend to render their products and the services very effectively. Now whenever we are saying about the selection process and going towards the selection and the recruitment selection and the training and the developing and the staffing the business process, so HR process. First of all, it's very important whenever there is a need for the human resource planning process. Human resource planning is very important in order whenever we are going towards the recruitment process. It is very important for us to go for the current workforce assessments, go for the vision that where we have to go and what is our current trends, forecast our future needs and forecast the environment. The SART analysis is very important for the human resource planning. For the recruitment process there is a need for the SART analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and the threats in the many areas, PESEL, the political, economic, legal and the social and the technological aspects of a business and its associates, the affiliation with the other external and internal and external environment. So it is very important for the HRM to it is very important for the HR planning that there should be the external and internal SART analysis from the HR employees, from the human resource personnel. So after the assessing the current workforce assessment and workforce assessment and the internal and external assessment of a corporation, there is a process that is a recruitment process. And in the recruitment process there are there are the multiple stages. In the first and for my main important is identify vacancies and hiring needs. Identify vacancies, that means going towards the current workforce assessment, that how many units have to be produced, how much candidates have to be served, and by which the how many employees are needed. So this is the number one is identify. Number first is identify vacancies, and that is very important. That what are the vacancies, and what the people are required. Their job, this job specification and the job description is a very important for the in the recruitment process. Whenever there is a job specification, that this is a qualification degree, this is the experience is required. Sometimes it is not necessary that the experiences are required, but whenever we are saying about the we are watching that we are need into the job specification, the qualification, and the short and the job description also available there. So because of a changing of a syllabus into the many areas, so there is a not only not only there is not only important of job specification, but the job description is also very important. After the job description, there are some important aspects that we must know the vision and the mission of our employees, and that is very important. After the vision and the mission, we go for the screening applications, screening the application, and whenever we are scrutinize our application, whenever we have watching our application applicants, there are the so there are the 100 vacancies of there are the 10,000 applications for the 100 employees. So first of all, they go for the screening test to screen out the qualified candidates, but in the because of the more competition in the more competition, and to save the time, and to save the and to hire the most important most qualified people. So there is a screening is a very important into the screening test is a very important for the application applicants to it is scrutinized from 10,000 to the 2,000 to the 2,000 or 1,500 people. So 1,500 are the 1,000, and from the 1,000 people, so there are the steps, some steps. Number one is there is a how much there is a need for the employees, how much employees are needed. Number one. Number second is initial screening test. Number third is the uh, number third is the interview. Number fourth is number first is the needed employees are needed, how much employees are needed. Number first. Number second is the applications. Number third is a screening test. Number fourth is a detailed test about the syllabus and other things, general test we can say. Number fifth is a interview, and number fifth is a number fifth is conducting the check the references. So this is the and after the induction process is there, and we can go about the there is also we have a application. Some people give separate things, some give in the separate in the friends. Whenever we are saying about the employees, they are working in our organization, they are working in our organization a lot of time ago. So whenever they have a directions, they have a mission, they have a, currently they are working, they are functional. So first of all we will seek their performance appraisals along with their job specification and a job description through the job analysis. So whenever we are seeking about the when we are see when we are watching about the performance appraisals and the job analysis through the job specification and the job description, we will come forward to see the change in the job description. Once upon a time we have a direction, we say the direction, we say the job specification. We have a direction of a job description, and we have a targets and goals and objectives are clear. This is the job description, this is the job, this is the direction of a job, direction of your job. And right now, what is the job analysis, what you have, what is your mission, what is actual, what is the, and they are going to evaluate their working, their functions, through the performance appraisal. And whenever the job direction is job direction is evaluated through the performance appraisal, we will go towards the new direction. We say that the change in the job description, it is for the it is for those employees, they are working in an organization, whether at the small level, middle management, or the top level management. It is very important. First of all, we have we have a performance appraisal of a previous years, and we have a job direction as well. So we have to see what is about the actual and standard, what is about the standard and actual. And the difference is the change in the job description. And now we have to go for the job specification or the training process, for the training process, or the further to move, or the promote, or the transfer the employees at the level. Arif Mustafa. Friends, today we are talking about the topic, the intensive growth opportunities. And the intensive growth opportunities, there are the three things. Number one is a horizontal integration. Horizontal number first is a horizontal integration. Number second is a forward integration. Number third is a backward integration. And we will discuss about the advantages of horizontal integration, forward integration, and the backward integration as well. And now we are talking about the topic, the advantages of a horizontal integration. Basically, horizontal integration is the integration, and it is an intensive strategy into the business, in the business, whenever a branch, or a corporation merge that acquire or the merge their similar business, is known as a horizontal integration. And in the horizontal integration, there are they acquire the similar organization, into the similar organization, known as a horizontal integration. There are the too much, and there are the more advantages of horizontal integration, including, number one is competition. Competition is reduced through the horizontal integration, because already, in the whenever there was, for example, there are the two organizations who have a different, who has a similar products and services, so who have a similar business. So whenever there is a horizontal integration, their prices, their decisions are based on the, to not to cut not to cut itself into the business. So the horizontal advantages, in the advantages of horizontal integration, there is a reduction of reduced competition. Already there was a product, there was a prices were controlled through these businesses. Whenever they combine their business and the similar businesses as a horizontal integration, so the competition reduced already. And number second is, it provides a synergies. That means that it provides a large of value towards the organization, which combine each other. Number third is the customers. customers will be increased in the horizontal integration. In the horizontal integration, customers will be increased. Number 10. Number fourth is whenever there is a horizontal integration, means combining two businesses, two similar businesses, market share is also increased. Number fourth. Number fifth is ease of entry. Ease of entry, that means every ease of entry means, that means there is a ease of entry in as a value. As a value, it is very important that whenever you are creating the values, so it was not easy in the separate entities, as a separate entity, rather than the horizontal integration. Horizontal integration and combination of two entities. Before going to as a two entities, it is easy to go for the ease of its entry. So therefore, ease of entry, that means the value is very important. Value is very important. Number six is cost is reduced cost. Whenever we are saying about the horizontal integration, cost is reduced because a lot of branches and products are in a line, in order to cut the profits from each other. So there is now, whenever they integrate each other as a horizontally, so the cost is also reduced into the for the horizontal integration. After the horizontal integration, there is a efficiency and the differentiation. Efficiency is highly, because management, high efficiencies are there, because the management from both sides will cooperate and will participate in the managerial decisions. So the efficiency is too much high, too much, because the direct labor and other labor is there from the both sides. So the efficiency in the when the horizon there when there is a horizontal integration, so the efficiency provides a platform for the provides a platform for its after the differentiation, revenue and access to the new markets. Access to the new markets, that means earlier there was a smaller markets, and there was a few customers, few market share. But as soon as there is a horizontal integration, horizontal combination of similar branches, so the access to new markets and the market share, marketplaces are there. So the access of new markets are there. After the economies of scale, there is a production and the economies of scale, because there is a capital, there is a land capacity, production capacity, there is a direct labor formulas, there is access to the labor markets, and the entrepreneurship, managerial decisions and effective management is there. So the economies of scale, production of the economy of scale is too much. After the as soon as the market share is received into in the horizontal integration, so the market power is also increased by the market power is increased by the organization. It serves the various advantages, benefits from their business opportunities. So after the differentiation is a differentiation, that means whenever there is a horizontal integration, the differentiation between the labor, they differ from the other organization, and they consolidate they consolidate it is they are there for the barriers to entry as well, and other barriers to entry is so there is not the ease of entry of a business, ease of doing business in the horizontal integration, where while the new as a new business. So these are the advantages of horizontal integration. in the horizontal integration. So now we will talk about the forward integration and the forward integration and the types of forward integration. So whenever we are saying about the forward integration and the types of forward integration, so forward in the forward integration, the organization or the branch or the company, they acquire it's they acquire uh, the branches they acquire their they acquire their headquarters, or they acquire the subsidiary acquire their they move forward, and they acquire their headquarters or the major companies, major branch rather than the horizontal. In the horizontal, when it is in the similar in the when it is in the smaller, it is a medium level, so it acquires the high level organization, and that is forward integration. Forward integration, that means it acquires the organization which is greater than the horizontal branch, or greater than the branch. It acquires the organization which is higher than the branch. That is that is a forward integration. It for example it is working for the for example, it is whenever we are saying about the GRI company, or the GRI or the PTCL company. For example, it is it has a broadband, it has a telephone call communication. For example, there is a GRI company. So GRI company, it has a business of it has a business, it has a business of AC air conditions. It has a business of air condition. So it whenever it purchases the electricity, so we can say that this is a forward integration. And whenever similar like the whenever we are saying about there is a zone, or there is a U phone or the mob link. It has a mobile phones, it has a cellular networks, but whenever they acquire their internet services, so we can say that there is a forward integration of a zone or JS. So this is the forward integration. And whenever there is a in the horizontal integration, whenever there is a JS, whenever the JS they purchase the zone company, that we are saying about they are in the similar line. So this is the horizontal integration. And whenever there is a backward integration. In the backward integration, if there is a electric if there is a electricity if there is a electric corporation, and that purchases the GRI company, GRI as air conditions company, so that we call the backward integration, because it purchases the branches. So this is the now we were talking about the advantages of forward integration, because uh, uh, we already we already described the advantages of horizontal integration. Now there is a forward integration. Advantages of forward integration. In the forward integration, whenever there is a forward integration, more market share is there, distribution channels are increased, competitive advantages also increase, the competitors entry is very difficult there whenever they purchase the forward integration to so the competitor entry is very difficult. So there are the advantages of forward integration, including market share, and there is a more market share, there is a more distribution channels, there is an increase in the competitive advantage, there is an increase in the distribution channels, there is a decrease in the competitors entry. And now we are talking about the backward integration and the types and the advantages of backward integration. Whenever we are saying about the backward integration, we can say that house building finance corporation, which we can say that whenever we are saying about the in the backward integration, J's is in the backward integration. Electric WAPDA or the ESCO or any other company. We can say that the multiform is a lifetime. The multiform is a getting the furniture from the corporation. This is the backward integration. We can also say that the PTCL receives the we can say that there is a Honda is receiving the PSO. So this is a backward integration. So this is a backward integration. So this we can. And now the advantages of, whenever we are saying about the advantages of backward integration, there are too much advantages of backward integration, including there is a competitive advantages increase. Competitive advantage will be increased. There is a quality will be increased. Efficiency will be increased, and the high initial investment. This is a drawback. There is a high initial investments will be there, whenever we are saying about the high initial investment for the competitors, so this is an advantage that the competitor will require the high initial investment, and that is a smaller possibility for the other companies. There is an increase in the control. There is an increase into the there is a decrease in the cost, and the cost will be save the cost, and supply of raw material will be increased, and the cost will also be cost will be reduced. So this is the advantages of backward integration. Just today we are talking about the topic, the advantages of what is annuity and the advantages of annuity. Basically, whenever we are talking about the annuity is a series of inflows and outflows in an organization. Basically, so the annuity, the series of inflows and outflows. There are the two types of annuity. Number one is the annuity due, and number second is the ordinary annuity. In the ordinary annuity, whenever the proper period has been passed, so its cash flow is a due on the is its cash flow, whether the payment, whether the receipts is a due for the organization. And whenever we are saying about the annuity due, so annuity due already it is already the payment, and the series of payments or series of receipts is due already, without any services, without any products or services rendered. So annuity is due already. So there are now we are talking about the advantages of an annuity. Where there are some advantages of annuity. Number first is the regular payments. Whenever we are saying about the annuity, ordinary incomes, the income which is as usual, is paid once, twice, thrice. But whenever we are saying about the annuity, there is a regular payments on the regular, based on the regular payments on based on the services and the services and the products. Whenever we are saying, number one is the regular payments, number second is a guaranteed information income. Guaranteed income. It means whenever we are saying about the income, the various incomes held in the organization, whether sale, whether service revenue, whether the income from the account receivable, income from the receivables. So the whenever we are saying about the incomes from these things, so these are not the guaranteed income, but the annuity. Whenever we are saying about the annuity, annuity is a guaranteed income from the incomes in order to receive the. So we can get the guaranteed income through the annuity. Number second. Number third is a tax deferral. Whenever there is a annuity, there is a we have a smaller type or smaller the taxes due, and not, we should not give the too much taxes. So this is a tax differ from the whenever in ordinary incomes taxes are the different, and we have to calculate the sum of taxation. But in the annuity there is a no any tax differ from the ordinary incomes. After that, there is a contribution limits, and number fifth is multiple guarantees. Multiple guarantee. Now there are the smaller formulas of ordinary annuity and the due annuity due, and the continuous cash flow. So this is the times this annuity has a multiple formula, 3 to 4 formulas for the annuity, and that is in the chapter number 4, and the introduction to managerial finance by the Gitman, Lawrence Gitman. You can review the formulas. Friends, as today we are talking about the topic the market share, how the what are the factors that affect the market share of a business. And whenever we are talking about the factors that affect the market share of a business, of a particular business, so there are the multiple factors that affect the that affect the market share of a business. So first of all, we have a competition. Whenever the government felt that there is a need for they monopolize the products, and sort of businesses monopolize the goods and the services, and control the prices. So government says that there is not only the every business that deals and that contains that think for the competitive advantage. And the whenever the organization think for the competitive advantage and to influence their market share, to go for the market share. So every organization wants to sustain their competitive advantage, sustain their market share. So market share is a direct relationship with the competitive advantage, and organization wants to sustain its competitive advantage. So there are the factors that affect the market share, including the number one is the competition. Whenever there is a monopoly, and when there is a monopoly of a prices, monopoly of a stock, whenever this monopoly this can be affected, this can be controlled through the following factors. Example number one is the entrance of a new. Number first is the competition, perfect competition. Whenever we are saying about the perfect competition, government that induces the perfect competition, the government performs the new entrance into the business. Whenever there is a new entrant of a business, so whenever there is the market share is affected through the new entrance of a business. and also the new also the rivalry into the business. In the rivalry of a business, there is a same line of a business is there for the for to control the market share of a particular business. And after the rivalry of a business, there is a bargaining power of a suppliers, and that can also be affected that can also affect the market share of a business. After the bargaining power of a supplier, there is a substitution effect. There is a substitutes of products and services of a particular business that can affect the market share. After the substitutes of after the substitution effect, there is a number one. Number last is a customer in the competition. Last is a number last is a bargaining power of employees. So this bargaining power of customers and a bargaining power of employees can also affect the market share. So after this thing, there is also the consumer behavior is very important in order to that can affect the market share. The consumer behavior, whenever there is also the public policies can affect the market share as well. Public policies can also affect the market share of a corporation. There are the public policy regarding the exchange rates, regarding the real estates, policies about the real estate, the license, about the licenses, about the branches, about many things. Also, uh, market share is also affected by the companies news as well. Expected and unexpected news of a corporation can affect the market share as well. The GDP of a country also affect the market share. The price reduction, price whenever the prices are reduced, sometimes prices are reduced, and pricing objectives can be the next to as reducing the market share can affect the market share. There is a natural disaster that can also affect the market share. So from there are multiple things from that. There are some trends of a corporation that can trends current trends of a markets can also affect the market share of a corporation company, including the FDI, including the other business areas, including the suppliers, supplier integration, ERPs, lack of the ERP or new technology can also affect the market share of a business. In the business trend it is a separate topic. Business trend, and also the business trend. In the business trend, there is a SART analysis. SART analysis is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and the threats. That what are our strengths, is there the complete in their cash flow, the availability, there is a proper working capital, there is a current ratio, how is the current ratio, how is the quick acid test ratio, how is the margin, gross profit margin, how is the net profit margin, how there are the other ratios as well. This is the financial trends. And after the financial trends, the prices and other things. After the financial trends, there is a strengths into, there are some weaknesses as well. So this not only the finance but the marketing, the marketing, the how is about the market development plans, how are the market development plans, how is the holistic marketing integrated, product development and the market penetration and a diversified portfolio. So this can also be the affected from the market share of a market share as well. Other factors including the economic factors, the market environment, the environment, market market information, and the company, whenever the company share the issue shares, also issue the shares, it also impact the market share of a company. After the interest rate, technological change, demand of particular goods and the services of that can also affect the market share. Exchange rate, fundamental analysis, government regulations, liquidity, and the marketing mix, and the politics that, and the acquisition of merger and acquisition of products and services can be acquisition of merger and acquisition of companies can also be the market affected, and can affect the market share of corporations. So this is the factors that affect the market share of corporations by Arif Mustafa.